Hey guys, Upstander making a new video. Kind of spontaneous, decided to record this about like 30 seconds ago. It's kind of late, so I'm not going to be talking too loud. It's actually 5:11 a.m., which is pretty bad, but I'm off for February break this week, so it kind of tends to happen when you're off for a long break. Like, okay, day one, really tired, I'll go to bed at like 10. Then, next night like 12. Then eventually, like, I never considered 3 o'clock to be like that bad, and now it's like 5. So I'll probably go to bed soon. But you can imagine the sleep schedule is not that great, and over extended periods of time, like if I do this over summer break, it can get like quite bad where it almost gets depressing. Like, well, shit, I want to go order food, but it's 5 a.m. All the stores are closed. So this will definitely fix itself next week when I have school again. But yeah, so I actually made, like, one thing I've been stressing out recently is, I don't know why I'm usually not like all into this, but since I've been working so furiously at this QuestScape requirement, like, inefficiency has been like annoying me, like, and it even gets into like real life, like, shit, I'm just wasting time here, and I could be on RuneScape, all the XP you can get, and I've never really thought like that, and it's like it's such a nerdy thing to think, like, XP waste, but like theoretically, yeah, if I go do something for an hour, that could have been like a lot of runecrafting XP if I had been runecrafting for that entire hour. But it's not good to think like that. So hopefully that'll kind of stop after this QuestScape. It's just annoying because this QuestScape thing has been looming over me for a long, long time. I got Borrow's gloves within a month of maybe a little bit more than a month, I think. You know what's weird? You can't deposit things. Maybe it's because my bank is almost full and they haven't fixed deposit boxes or something. Like, the deposit box maybe thinks my bank is full or something, but I don't know. You should just be able to click and deposit. But yeah, like, I got Borrow's gloves. I think the first video I had them was my Elves Guide a little over a month after the game came out, so that's the earliest at least I know that I have them. So really only a month or so in, I had 176 quest points, and you think that's like, just finish it up, but a lot of these requirements are really like difficult. Not difficult, I mean, not very few things in this game are that difficult, especially quest related, but like 50 rune crafting, it's like, okay, I'm 44, I gotta go make, fire runes for a few hours. That takes a while. The other was 65 smithing. As you saw, I uploaded the Devious Minds video earlier today. I just uploaded that video as like a gameplay video. Like, it's not really too interesting to watch if you're not into quests, or it's probably most helpful for people doing the quests, and just want to have a little bit of a guide on it. And I don't think there's any other videos of it all from 2007 in the game, so I figured I'd upload it. But like, okay, I'm like 51 smithing, okay, I gotta go get 65, so that's like a whole day, or a few days really, of smelting gold bars. Lunar diplomacy, that was 60 mining. Runecrafting I hate, so I mean, it's not that bad, but it's just the experience is so slow. Farming, that's always a bitch to train, because like, okay, I gotta go find trees, and I don't feel like paying the farmers like a basket of apples, so all the trees just die. So there's really quite difficult requirements for the QuestScape, and a lot of these skills are just barely at the requirements. The hardest one being the one that I'm getting right now. I think you could say it's the hardest one. 71 woodcutting. Maybe it's not the hardest, but it might be because it's just the highest level. 71 woodcutting is the highest level requirement for any skill, for any quest in the game. Sorry, I'm a little tired. I'm not too articulate, but oh, cool, Genie. I haven't gotten these in a while. Put that towards rune crafting. Yeah, it just takes a while, because you're getting into kind of higher levels here. Whereas like 50 rune crafting, yeah, it's rune crafting is a bitch, and it's like 5k experience per hour, but it's still only level 50, where this is level 71, and you're starting to talk into big numbers there, which is, in itself is not that hard, but you look at the QuestScape requirements, and I'll bring them up for you guys. Yeah, here's the RuneScape 2007 wiki. See the QuestScape, and that's the minimum skill requirements. You need 66 mage, 85 combat for the lunar quest, which pissed a bunch of people off back in the day. 71 woodcut, 50 fire making, 70 cooking, 62 fishing, 65 smithing, 60 mining, 57 herbal, 58 thieving, which is, there's really no reason to train thieving for a lot of people. 61 crafting. So like these requirements, none of them are that bad individually, but getting all of those in 07 where the XP rates are, pretty slow, and just figuring out how to train all these different skills, it's actually quite difficult. Because like, okay, fletching, how am I going to train that? What's the fastest method? And it's like that for every skill. I'm familiar with all these skills, but trying to figure out the fastest XP rate for your level for each skill can be time consuming. I mean, RuneScape 2007 wiki and the regular RuneScape wiki has training guides, and those usually help. And you can look on YouTube. I did that for thieving, and it directed me to Pyramid Plunder, which I found was quite good XP. And I'd never done Pyramid Plunder before today, so that was good for getting 55 to 58. And I'm glad that this is kind of winding down. I mean, the Questscape, there's really not even much reason to get it other than that it looks pretty prestigious. I think it's one of the more prestigious, capes in the game. Because as I've said before, like, for all these other skills, like say I'm going to get 99 woodcutting, I could just do this until I'm 99 woodcutting. There's not much skill involved. It'll take a while because of the fact that, the XP rates are just decent at best, but there's no skill involved just clicking these trees and occasionally running to that bank. Whereas the Questscape, you have to solve a shit ton of puzzles, you have to get all these different level requirements. There's a lot of time. I mean, quests take a while. Devious Mines, I did that quest earlier today. It's a short quest, and that's still 15 minutes. Let alone you get quests like Morning Zen, they'll take hours. And there's, hundreds of these quests, so I think it's a pretty cool cape. It won't trim my strength cape, which is kind of weird, but I guess because it's a cape of accomplishment and not a real skill cape. But these things are actually called capes of accomplishment. They're not called skill capes in-game other than the hoods. I'm not sure what the quest cape hood says when you examine it, but oh well. And also, the quest cape isn't trimmed itself, so it doesn't have the prayer bonus, which makes its tactical use actually quite limited. It's just as good as an Obi cape, which is really not that great. But for skilling, I think it's going to be my favorite cape to wear. Magic Seed? Acorn, alright. Funny story, remember I did farming a few years ago, and actually it might have been in the early stages of 07. I was like looking all over to buy an oak seed, and I forgot that it's just an acorn. Like, you wouldn't think, because it's like yew seed, maple seed, willow seed, acorn. I was like, I searched my bank, I searched Cybiz, like, where do you buy an oak seed? Then it's like, no, it's just an acorn. I would drop that, but I might need it. Like I said, I've been farming, because 49 farming I did these two quests, Devious Mines and Fairy Tale Part 2, and 49 farming is the requirement for that. So, I was planting a bunch of trees, and most of them died. Okay, this guy asked, well, he's a friend now, asked me whether I should have use broad or mithril bullets, and I said, I'd say go with broad, and he said 10-4, which just means okay. I haven't heard anyone say that in like a year, at least. But yeah, anyway, I'll probably do Grimtails. Well, I guess it's today, but I'll be sleeping some point today and waking up again. Probably tonight, on February 20th, I'll do Grimtails on live stream, and I'll get the Questscape. And we did Castle Wars for the strength live stream, so maybe Chaos Ellie or something fun like that. You guys can decide, I guess, but I'll do another live stream. And Grimtails, I think, will be a good quest to end on, because it's the highest, skill requirement quest with 71 woodcutting, and it also features a boss that probably no one has ever seen. Maybe 3 or 4 people who actually have the Questscape have seen this boss. That's an under exaggeration, by the way. But you actually go to a unique area in 07, which very few people will ever see. There's really not much reason to do this quest. A lot of these quests, really. Maybe half of them there's a really good reason to do them, and the other half are kind of useless. And you also get the Dwarven helmet, which gives +6 crush bonus, which is the highest in the game. So that's actually not bad, and it actually gives a good XP reward. So this is actually a good quest to do if you do have the requirements. But that'll be a fun stream. I'll fight the boss. I'll get the quest cape, and we'll have fun like we did last stream. And I'll finally have this quest shit out of the way. Quests, doing the actual quest is fun, but getting the item requirements and in some cases getting the skill requirements can be quite irritating. The item requirements can really be a pain, like if you need to get like molten glass and willow roots, or really no one knows how to find these items, and you gotta wiki it or go on Zybez or whatever you need to do. But yeah, that'll be nice having this out of the way. And I just clipped through the door there. It shut as I was going through it. It's kind of funny. But yeah, I'm kind of repeating myself here. What am I going to say? Oh yeah, after that, still got this 98 HP thing going on, so maybe I'll do more Nightmares on Magic, or I'll do Attack, kind of whatever I'm in the mood for. It's kind of more AFK to do Attack, because with the Nightmares on Magic, you do have to do something around a third of the time. You basically go in for an hour, and for 40 minutes out of that hour, which is 2 overloads, yeah, it's 2 overloads, you're AFKing, and then the rest of it you're luring, which is not too bad. Bidoof has a guide on it, and maybe I'll make one, if I get back into this. So that'll be good for death casting, so I can get defense up as well. But the good thing about getting the quest cape is it kind of ensures that none of your levels are going to be too low. Like, any of these, when I get 71 woodcutting, my stats, I don't have amazing stats overall. I'm not really a skiller. I really like to play this game mostly for combat. But, none of these skills are that low. With the exception, like, you can get a quest cape and only have 27 hunter, because it was a pretty new skill at the time. But that's about it, like 50 runecrafting, like, okay, that's okay. 49 farming, a little low, but not too bad. You're not going to have any, like, level 20, like, fletching or anything with a quest cape, so it's quite nice. Yeah, that's about it. So I'm just woodcutting here. It's really not that fun, but I'm getting pretty close to a level, and then it'll only be 2 more levels left. And maybe I'll go back to some of these skills at a later date, but for the most part, I do like to focus on combat. It's just what I find most fun in this game. But I mean, skills can get repetitive and boring, but sometimes you can find fun in them. So that's all I have to say for that. Join my clan chat, Andrew AJT62. Being that it's 5 in the morning, there's not a lot of people on, but at good peak hours we get a good 10, 12 people, and we've been getting a lot of new members recently as well. And if you're wondering, I say this a lot, but oh cool, bird's nest. You get a rank like the base, another oak seed. You get a basic 1 banana rank after like an hour of being in here, and then you kind of work your way up over time. And this is a clan chat for both EOC and 07. Admittedly, it does have more 07 members, but we have some veteran EOC members. Is this really necessary to get another random event? Yeah, so join the clan chat. It's always nice having more people in there, and you could PM me if I'm online too, but talking with me in the clan chat is ideal. And you can PM me if you have a question, but I'm usually in my clan chat as well. And also, yeah, like this video if you enjoyed, subscribe, all the normal jargon. My Twitch live stream should be tonight, so it's not scheduled or anything, but if you follow me on Twitch, it should be coming up soon. Maybe I'll post a little, I'll post a little hey, I'm streaming video up, so you can check that out. I'll probably post one of those up. And yeah, also follow me on Twitter. Tweeting is always fun. So anyway, guys, see you guys later. If you have any questions about the Questcape, I can answer them, but otherwise, see you guys later.